clarinets, and welcome to lesson 8. Today we're going to revise how to assemble our clarinets, our embouchure and our tonguing technique. We'll also revise the notes G, E, D and C, and we're going to learn a brand new piece called Dancing Shoes. But first, let's make sure that our bodies are ready to make music. Let's just make sure that our bodies are ready to make music. So first things first, let's start from the head up. So can you please tilt your head to one side? And then the other side. And the other side. And the other side. Great. Next thing, can you bring your shoulders up to your ears, up and down? And let's roll them forward 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Very, very good. Okay. Next up, let's get our arms ready. So can we please bring our arm in front and bring it across your body? And now bring it back behind your head. And if you can, try and reach your hand round to the back like that. Great, hands back down. And let's do the other side, so hand out in front and across. And behind you. And if you can, try and reach round and bind the hands together. Great. Next thing, let's shrug our shoulders up again. Up and drop and up and drop. Excellent. Next thing, I want you to bring your hand out in front of you like you're saying stop, and you're going to bring your other hand in front and you're going to gently pull the top fingers back. If it's hurting, you're doing it too hard, so just relax a little bit if it's aching. And then flop it down and pull it back the other way. And the other hand, stop. Bring your hands back. And the other way. Okay, let's try rotating wrists. And in the other way. And give them a good shake. Great. And then we should just have zombie arms like this. And shake. And then zombie arms. You should be able to feel all the blood tingling to the tips of your fingers. That means your fingers are going to be ready to start playing really, really fast notes when you play our clarinets like this. Okay, really good. Right, let's just do some fists and stars and jazz hands. And fists, stars, really stretch them out. Jazz hands, and fists. Excellent. Right, now bring them together in a prayer and push down the fleshy palm bit here. Try and push it down. And then the other way. Give them a good old shake again. Excellent. Now roll your shoulders back 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And the last time, we're going to raise our shoulders up to our ears. We're going to take in a deep breath when we bring our shoulders up. And then we're going to breathe out through our mouths and we're going to shoot our shoulders back and down. Okay, so here we go. Deep breath in. Shoulders back and drop. And one more time. One last time. We're going to try and completely empty out our lungs of any air when we do our deep breath out. Here we go. In. Excellent. Now, when we play, we want to try and keep our shoulders nice and open like this, and our backs nice and straight like this. Very well done. Let's put our clarinets together. So first things first, take your reed case and take your reed out of your reed case. Put your reed into your mouth. I'm not going to keep my reed in my mouth while we do this, just so I can tell you how we assemble our clarinets. So first off, let's start off with our bell. So can you take your bell, and can you please put the bell onto the bottom joint? Once you've done that, please can you take your top joint and press down on the button. That will make this bottom rod move, and we need to make sure that it is open rather than closed. If it is closed when we put the clarinet together, this is going to bend. If it is open, it's going to be absolutely fine. So now let's do a quarter twist to put these two bits together. And you can see all of the holes are facing the front, and the really delicate rod is together there. Now I'm going to put my clarinet to one side, and I'm going to assemble my mouthpiece, my reed, and my barrel. So first off, please can you take your mouthpiece, take your ligature off, so your cap off, and your ligature off, and then please can you put your mouthpiece onto your barrel. Now we're going to get the flat piece of our mouthpiece to line up with the flat piece of our reed. So I put the two together, I align it perfectly, take my ligature and bring the ligature down. Just remember, it needs to be perfectly aligned and in exactly the right place. This is too low, it won't make a sound. This is too high. Can you see it's poking up over the top? It won't make a sound. And this one is not straight, it won't make a sound. The only way it will make a sound is if the reed is perfectly in alignment and it's held together. It will now make a sound. So then once you've done that, please can you put your cap onto the mouthpiece and put the mouthpiece to one side. Let's make sure that our embouchure is ready to play. So let's get our fingers and put our fingers between our teeth. Excellent, both lips over both sets of teeth. Very good. Next thing, just your bottom lip over your bottom teeth, top teeth come down onto the top of your finger. Very good. Next step, we need to seal it, because if we play like this, it's not going to make any sound on our clarinet. So finger in, bottom lip, finger, teeth, seal. Now let me demonstrate that on my clarinet. Bottom lip, reed, teeth, seal. It still doesn't make a sound because now I need to smile and flatten my chin. So bottom lip, finger, teeth, seal, smile and chin. Now let's see if we can do that with our clarinet. So bottom lip, reed on the bottom lip, top teeth down, seal, smile and chin. Repeat that after me. Me. Very good. Let's just make sure that our tongues are warmed up now. So can you put your mouthpiece into your mouth? And you're just going to warm up, making sure that your tongue is tapping the top of your reed like this. Great. Next thing, we're just going to produce a little bit of air down the mouthpiece and introduce the tongue. And you should be able to hear a sound that sounds a little bit like a choo-choo train. Once you can do that, let's try making these sounds again, making sure that we start off with a really aggressive tongue to begin with. Me. Great. As we get more advanced on our clarinets, we can start to make our tongue a little bit less aggressive. But to begin with, I would like more aggressive tongue than weak tongues like this. Okay, so really, really go for your tongues. Very, very well done. Okay, let's now put our whole clarinet together. So please take your barrel and your mouthpiece, and we're going to line up our barrel and our mouthpiece with the exclamation key at the back of our clarinet. So I'm going to put the barrel onto my knee and I push down with the barrel. Right, I want you to repeat back after me then you, on a G. So remember, lip, read onto the bottom lip, teeth down, seal, smile and chin. Very good, everybody. Well done. Can we now practice that on our first note that we learned, which was an E? So get your thumb onto the back key, first finger onto the front key. Let's get our clarinets ready. So lip, read, teeth, seal, smile and chin. Me then you. You. Now me. Now you. Very good. Great. Next, let's try that on a D. So we're going to turn our E into a D by putting our middle finger onto the next key. Not onto the I, it's onto the next key. Me then you. Now you. Now me. Now you. Very good. Now let's try it on a C. So we're going to turn our D into a C by putting our third finger onto the next hole. Me then you. Now you. Now me. Now you. Very good, guys. Well done. So you will notice that actually, if you saw the music on the screen, we've actually just played the first line of Dancing Shoes, which is our piece that we're going to work on today. So let's have a look at the very first line. We're just going to say the Kadai sounds, and we'll say it with the backing track. So here it is, just the Kadai sounds. Have a look at the bottom box down here, the yellow, and that's going to tell you all the Kadai sounds we've got. Here it is with the backing track. Well done. Next step, can we try saying the notes for the first line? Here we go, from the beginning. So our first note is a C because it's hanging very, very low off the stave. And then our next note in bars 3 and 4 is a D because it is drooping below the line. So let's say those notes. Here we go. Guys, very, very good. Next step, we're going to say and mime those notes. So let's get our fingers onto the note C. Here we go. Now play that with the recording that I made of myself earlier. So here we go, get your clarinets ready. Bottom lip, read, teeth, smile, chin and lip. That. Here we go. Okay, I think we are now ready to go on to the second line. So let's just get ready to say the Kadai sounds. Here we go, whole bar in. Let's just do it without the backing track for now. It's a bit easier to do without. So we've got the same sort of Kadai sounds as before. We've got ta and two. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, 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 ta. 2. Very good. Let's now look at our notes. So this one here is the first note that we ever played, which is an E. Then we go one step lower to a D, then another step lower to a C, then back up to a D. Can we try saying those notes? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, E, E. D, D, D. C, 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 D. Excellent. This time let's try saying and miming. So remember, this is an E with my thumb on the back. D, middle finger added down. C, third finger middle down. Here we go. 1, 2, say and mime. E, E, E. D, D, D. C, 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 D. Have a listen to me play. Can you try that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, guys. Well done. Let's now look at the third line, and we actually don't need to practice this third line because the third line is absolutely identical to the first line. So I would like you now, you're going to try, we're going to say in mime the whole of the first 3 lines, and then you're going to play with me in the recording earlier. So here we go. Say in mime first. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, big breath. So here it is without me with the backing track. Very, very good. Well done. We now just need to figure out the very last line, and then we're going to be ready, okay? So let's have a look at the very, very last line. It's very, very similar to the second line. So actually bars 1 and 2 of the second line are the same as bars 1 and 2 of the third line. The only 2 bars that are different are the last 2 bars here. Thomas Gregory's put it in as a little trick for you to make sure that you're definitely reading this line and not this line. So can we just have a look at the last 2 bars? Let's say the Kadai sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 2. Very good. Let's say the notes. So you've got E, then D, and then C. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, E, D, D, C. And again. E, E, D, D, C. Very good. Can we say in mime? So we've got E, thumb and first finger, then D, middle finger down, then C, third finger down. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, E, D, D, C. And again. E, E, D, D, C. Last time. E, E, D, D, C. Let's try playing it. So, bottom lip onto your there. Read. Teeth, seal, smile, and chin. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very good. Now all I want us to do is we're just going to shove these 2 bars in front of it, and these are the same 2 bars that we had here. So let's just say let's just say in mime for the whole line. So we've just got E's and D's here. Ready? 1, 2, say in mime. E, 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 D, 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 E, E, D, D, C. Very good. Let's try playing it. Here we go. Lip, read, teeth, seal, chin, and smile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, very good, guys. Well done. I want you to pause the video now and I want you to practice playing the whole of this piece. And then when you are ready, you're going to play it with the backing track. So, pause the video if you need. And let's try it all the way through twice with the backing track. I'm going to mime the fingers and I will point where we are with the red dot. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4. Ma, ma. Ma, ma. One, two, big breath. Well done. If you'd like to pause the video and try that again with me, then please do. This time you're going to play it with the backing track without me playing with you. First time round I will mime my fingers and do the red dot. Second time round I'm just going to do the red dot. Here we go. So instruments ready. Pause the video if you need to have a break as well. So lip, read, teeth, feel, chin and smile. guys, fantastic. If you need to pause the video and rewind it and go back over anything that we've covered in this lesson, then please do. I'm going to go over your homework now. So the first thing I'd like you to do for your homework is to practice your tongue on the mouthpiece and barrel. So just like this. Then introduce some air. Then introduce tongue and air. And it should sound like a choo-choo train. Then increase a bit more air. And it will create that kind of sound. Then I'd like to practice the whole of Dancing Shoes. I would recommend practicing the fourth line first because that's the most challenging line. Once you've got the fourth line absolutely perfect, then you can go back to the rest of the piece. So for some tips to make sure that you're practicing in the best way possible, firstly, make sure that you practice with me at least once a week. If you play this video every time for your 4 sessions, then your practice will be a lot more focused. Make sure that you're practicing in front of a mirror if you can. This is to make sure that your cheeks are in and that your fingers are properly covering the holes like this, not like this, properly covering the holes. You can hold your cheeks with your hand to make sure that your cheeks aren't puffing out. You can play at a quieter volume, so instead of loud and honky, quieter. And you can also practice your tonguing without your clarinet. Let's now take our clarinets apart. So first things first, take off your reed. Put your reed into the reed case and put into your case. Next thing, take off the barrel and mouthpiece. Get your cleaning cloth. Follow the path of gravity by dropping the weight into the mouthpiece and pulling through. Do it 2 more times. Next, ligature off. Take apart the mouthpiece and barrel. Ligature back on. And cap back on, and then put this into your case as well, and your barrel into your case. Next thing, bell off, put your bell into the case. Follow the path of gravity, drop the cleaning cloth weight into the top of the top joint and pull it through, and do it 2 more times. Then press onto the nose and do a quarter twist to take your top and bottom joints apart and put them into your case. Let's tidy up our cleaning cloths and put this into your case. Please make sure that you've done up both zips and make sure that your clarinet is stored somewhere very, very safe. So that could be under your bed, on your desk. It needs to be out of reach from any brothers and sisters. It should not be kept by a radiator or by anywhere that's very cold, and it must not get wet. Also, make sure that you keep it somewhere that you're going to remember to do your 4 practice sessions a week. I would strongly recommend at least one of those practice sessions a week is with me in one of our videos. Really, really well done for today, everybody, and I will see you in another clarinet video very, very soon.